Hello, viewers. Welcome to Let's Play La Mulana. Let's get some story. In an ancient age, at a time when there were no humans. And now we watch this opening cutscene. I will let you know that it is late. It's about 11 o'clock, not horribly late, but later than I usually record these. And I have the windows open, because it is hot. But normally, well, that would be a problem. I think the crickets outside, which I'm sure you might be able to hear, will just be a nice ambient touch. So, for those of you who don't know, this is La Mulana. La Mulana is a game created by these lovely people, Naramura, Duplex, Samiro, which is essentially a well, we'll get to that in a minute. She came from the sky and became the mother. The mother has been waiting. The mother has been dreaming of the day when she returns. Love this game, viewers. Finally, I got to La Mulana. The adventure starts here. This is La Meza. La Meza is our name. We are a little green man with a whip. Anyway, this game is basically a homemade, quote-unquote homemade, game to kind of harken back to the days of the MSX computer system, which, while I don't think we ever really got here in the States, was very big over in the Japan land. Games like Castlevania were on the MSX. A lot of Konami stuff. So we have a whip, we can jump very short. We can jump very tall. La Meza is a descendant of ninjas, and he's also an archaeologist. It's true, read it in the manual. Now, the whole idea here is we are going to explore the ruins of La Mulana, and try and find the ultimate treasure. And basically we're doing it to show up our dad, Shorn, who is more of a grave robber than anything else. But there's going to be a lot of things we need to do and collect to do that. Here on our item screen, we see our handy-dandy MSX. La Meza is a bit of an MSX nut and takes it with him everywhere. We see our weapons, which is a whip, and our sub-weapons. We have a pause screen. We have an MSX window. There are ROMs we can collect for the MSX, which, when equipped, do different things. This whole screen will also be filled up. We have our basic MSX what's it? And options. Continue, music device, music volume, and settings. Music device changes the instrumentation. SSCC is the built-in music with the instruments that you're hearing now. SC88 is all MIDI. And the MIDI sounds pretty crap, I think. So we're sticking with that. That was a pot. This is a coin. Top right, 10 coins. Yay! Let's examine the top of the screen for a minute. We have vitality. That's the blue bar. That is our health. It is very, very low. Eventually it will fill that top bar completely. We have experience. That is the bar underneath that. Filling up the experience bar will refill your vitality. That's it. Doesn't give you more, just fills it back up. Right up here, you see your current weapon equipped. And right there would be your sub-weapon, if I had one to equip. These 4 little squares here are for other such things, which we will get into later. And then the very top right, you see our money and our weights. Weights are used to solve puzzles. We need lots of weights. We need lots of money. Here's some snakes. Let's whip them until they explode. there are some weights. We now have 10 coins and 2 weights. And there's nothing else for us on that side of the screen. We can climb ladders. It's pretty neat. This is the MSX shop. She wants us to buy something. This is the map ROM. This is a glyph reader, which we will need later. We need this first. This is the Game Master. That lets us save the game. We cannot save the game without that. We come over here. We equip Game Master. We can now save the game. This guy has some other stuff for sale. This is a hand scanner, which we want. These are bullets, which he doesn't have. This is a buckler, which we won't ever buy, because it kind of sucks. These are people. We cannot interact with the people. This guy sells an MSX2, a waterproof case, and shurikens. This lets you use 2 ROMs simultaneously. This lets you use your MSX underwater. Now the fancy schmancy hut that I've been avoiding going in is the hut of Elder Zelpud. We want to save the game. Now I can't unequip that. Oh, wait, there we go. And we need to talk to Zelpud. Welcome, youngster. Those like you who challenged the ruins of La Mulana were never heard from again. You'll just be another one of them. Not that I mind. I have opened the entrance to the ruins. Do as you will. Zelpud's kind of a jerk and kind of crazy. Those of you who have played La Mulana will probably notice that my font color is just a bit off. That's a problem the game has with Windows 7. Some of the transparencies for the font don't work quite right. So I had to alter them just a bit to get them to show up. So instead of being wholly white, like they usually are, they're just the slightest bit gray, which lets them appear. As a treasure chest. This is, I guess, technically our second puzzle of the game. That is an item. That is the shell horn. The shell horn will play a tone when we solve or fail a puzzle. The first puzzle is actually getting into the ruins, because you have to talk to Zelpud to get him to open the gate so you can go in and actually get inside. And nothing there yet. The knockback is killer in this game, viewers. Now, I can't read that sign because I don't have a hand scanner. Also, the jump button and the up button do the same thing. So if I try and jump at the base of a ladder, I will usually end up trying to climb it instead. Basically, they have it mapped so I can have a jump button right here and an up button right here. So I can hold up to go up the ladder, or I can hold jump to go up the ladder. Holding jump to go up a ladder is a little weird, so they give you the option, I guess. Alright, bird. I need you to come over here. Fine, I'll come to you. This is a pedestal. We put weights on them, and things change. Also, big blue people in the background. I'm sure you noticed already. And faces. Look at that. Welcome, officially, to the ruins of La Mulana. We can do very, very little here at this point in time. I don't have enough money to buy the hand scanner. This is the guidance gate. The guidance gate is really here to basically guide you. Gives you a lot of things you're going to run into. Like this, for instance, is a switch. That's the good noise. That is a life jewel. It extends our vitality bar. That is good. We like that. Got some dead people. All I need is 20 coins. Then I can go buy my hand scatter. There are certain pots that will always have money in them, but you have to leave the game and come back for them to fill up again. So I can't just, you know, enter and exit the ruins and keep getting money from the same pots. There's some weights. That is treasure, which I don't want to deal with right now. These are bats. You probably figured that out. Bats are horrible. I hate them. Hate everything about them. Bats are the worst part about this game. Traps like this one? Not as bad as the bats are. Right above me, you notice this ladder is a tad bit different. It's got this symbol thing right above it. Whoa, easy buddy. Traps, viewers. And you see where the ladder meets the ceiling, it kind of looks a little funny. That leads to a different area of the ruins. There are a lot of areas, and we have a lot of exploring to do. This is a long game. Made longer by the fact that I don't know it as well as I probably should to be doing this Let's Play. It's been a very long time since I last played through the game and finished it. Because this game, viewers, demands a lot of your attention. This guy is a combination lion and ant. Look, another pedestal. Oh, that's the bad noise. There we go. Now this pedestal is not a trap. That one gives us the map, which we cannot read until we have the map ROM. Excuse me. But now I've got enough money for hand scanner, so let's go purchase one. And let's re-equip Game Master. We'll save the game while we're out there. Skeletons, pretty easy to deal with. Whip them once to make them fall down, whip them twice after that, they'll die. Got some spikes on the ceiling, those aren't fun. And back outside. By the way, the music is very, very good in this game. If you hadn't noticed. See ya. Yeah. And now we have our first sub-weapon. Kind of. Go talk to Elder Zelpud. And now we can scan things. We can read now, viewers. And I use the term read loosely here. Because these are ancient ruins. And they have a language of their own. And I believe I read somewhere it's like based off of Aztec lithography. Now we can talk to this guy. This is the problem I ran into before. These words, anything that I scanned, didn't show up, making the game damn near impossible. These ruins are full of traps. I no longer have the energy to escape. And here's the language. Like I said, I don't know for sure. It was mentioned somewhere that it was loosely based, I think, on, like I said, Aztec lettering. I wonder if this guy has anything to say. Nope. He has the athletic land ROM, though. And that's an important one. I don't know why. I can't read these letters. If only I had bought a glyph reader. There's your clue, you need a glyph reader. Which I think was 100 coins. Now this one looks special. But we have no idea what it says. Nothing there. Well, as a time, viewers, I used to think I was pretty good at this game. I can make a lot of tricky jumps pretty easily. The physics in the game are a bit weird. Kind of Castlevania-y. Like, you can jump up, and you can control your fall. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Oh, let's go check this guy before we leave the screen. Konami Tennis. Yeah. Excuse me. Ah. I hate the bats. You will hear me say many times how much I hate the bats. And they don't even do like any kind of damage to you. They just knock you around. So let's see if this guy has anything. Nope. You can't examine things without a hand scanner. Even if it's like really obvious that there's something there to look at. Ah. They say that the courageous can get a weapon, but if I jump into those spikes, I'm finished. Well, I'm courageous. Let's not fall through that hole again. Here's something you don't want to do. Whip things like that. That's bad. Fake spikes. And there's our first official, I guess, sub-weapon. That's actually a weapon. The Shuriken. It goes. Oh, I don't have any. We have learned how to use them. We haven't picked any up yet. But one of these, or one around this area, usually has shuriken in it. There we go. Yep, shuriken just travels directly ahead of you. There's a treasure chest in here we can't open yet. This little thing right above us. Come into play with that later. I will be doing some off-screening for gold grinding and such. Whoa. Because we will need a lot of money, and it's pretty quick to do it if I just off-screen it. Money. That block directly above me, that's another one you do not want to whip. And I'm killing everything I come across because I could use the health. And we have some puzzles coming up. For the first little while, the puzzles you just kind of have to feel your way through. Here we have our first block puzzle. Thankfully it's fairly easy, except for the bats. That's why. Bats knock you off screen, bats all come back, you have to start over. There. Don't have to do that ever again. Yep. Whipped something that I shouldn't have. And you fall all the way down. Well, these little yellow guys will spawn pretty much forever. So I'm going to use them to replenish my health. Just one or two more. There we go. And we'll check these pots while we're down here. Okay, that means you just hit something you cannot break. Or you hit something that you can't break with your current weapon. Twin guards, silent and lone, deliver a stone on high. What does it mean by guards? Who can say? Now we have to climb back out, deal with more stupid bats. Let's go in here first. 8 souls rest in this land. The souls are those of the guardians that protect these lands. When the ankhs holding the souls shatter from a shining red light, the souls will awaken. The ankh in this land is beyond the path of angels, and the jewel is at the foot of a long wall. Each area has got a guardian in it. You have to find the ankh that has the guardian basically sealed within it, and release him. Okay. Nope, screwed that up. And all the way back down again. This is not a fun room. I don't like that there are bats in it. Here we go. Apparently there are shops in these ruins. I'm about to die, so it doesn't matter to me though. More money. There's a puzzle in this room. You see that block puzzle on the left? We'll be finishing that shortly. Got a puzzle in this room. Something is strange and different about that statue. Stupid bat. Puzzle solved. And we move on to the next room. Which, features a pair of statues looking at me. Go. God. I hate the bats. Just trying to kill them. There. That solved the puzzle. The puzzle that killing all the bats solved was giving us a third block in here to solve this block puzzle with. Which I'm not going to do till I kill everything in this room. There. Your turn, skeleton. There. Much better. Still can't read it, but we have a picture. And that bottom thing looks like that weird tombstone thing we saw a few rooms ago. Now let's finish this block puzzle. Get on with our lives. It takes Lameza a little while to push blocks. There are a few block puzzles in the game that are just really annoying, mostly just because of the room you're in. This one's not bad. That gives us a pedestal, which gives us a ladder. Let's talk to this guy. Not all skeletons say something, but most of them in this area do. This is the shortcut I found. These ruins seem to be interconnected in mysterious ways. What shortcut? Oh ho ho. And now we can solve this block puzzle. Wish I could. No bats, go away. And that looks like the thing we just saw in that little stone carving. Whipping the green gem, put the platform in there, which does us no good at all because the bats will just hit you and you'll fall off anyway. Come here. God. Can't believe I didn't hit the spikes. The Grail. Right here. Possibly the most powerful item in the game in terms of its use. We will get into that more soon. We're going to go down here. Yep. Falling down triggers the spike trap. Get anything for me? If not for the monsters, these would be quite nice. These would be nice and quiet ruins. Not for the trucks downshifting on the highway. Mahjong Dojo. How many times have I fallen in here? I guess this is a trap too. Poor guy. What's over here? Another room with exploding rats. A room that we actually can't get out of the way I want to go. That guy has nothing. That pot has nothing. By solving a couple of the other puzzles, I think the part of the block puzzle in the room to our right, we caused these statues to close their eyes. I don't know how or why, we just did. Up here. Couple more puzzles to finish in this area, and then we'll be good to go. I'm just going to ride this platform. Because it's better than waiting on this screen right here full of bats. Two-headed snake, by the way. Don't know if you noticed. Nope, nothing. Why, no matter how many times I try, the treasure won't open. That is your clue, but that is probably a trap. That pedestal? Yeah, don't mess with that pedestal. I'm just telling you now. Bad news. Now, I want that platform. And this is possibly the most annoying room in this first section. Because of the bats. Just need to get down here. Drop a weight. And then jump off the side. To where an invisible floor awaits us. And I have just enough weights to finish this. Now, not every puzzle you solve is going to have immediate noticeable results, like that one. How do I know that's there? Hyper Rally. Because there is a, I guess you could call it a monument, tombstone, headstone, whatever, that will tell you about that. I was careless. Every place that looks like it has something good always has a trap. It's mostly true. Don't forget there's a hole in the floor there. You can usually tell because enemies won't walk where there is a trap. Usually. We just have a couple of puzzles left to finish in this video. Still can't do anything with this. Don't have the glyph reader to learn how it works. But it is special, viewers. is special. And these are the only rooms, those two rooms, the previous one and this one, where you're going to see these ant lion things. And we go down. Right on spike. Good job. Let's see what this guy has to say. Nothing. There's a puzzle in this room. And somebody has the answer for us. Here we go. Steal the sword, steal the shield, crush the helmet, crush the armor. Is this some sort of military theory? I don't get it. Armor is last. I wonder how that guy made it as far as he did, not being able to figure this out. Sword. Shield. Helmet. Armor. That solved a puzzle. What did it solve? I will show you. We now have a ladder on this right side of the room, which climbing it lets us step on that switch, which takes care of something else somewhere else. And jump, and I want to get over to where that rat was because that pot over there has 10 coins in it. $10 is the standard denomination for coins, by the way. Yeah, I don't know how these little bouncy rat things phase through walls like that. It's annoying sometimes. This is a door. We have to push it to open it, but this is a one-way door. It will only open from this side, the side that has the thin black line on it. Denotes the front of the door. And that brings us to here, where I can put down that switch we pushed, put that ladder in that leads down to the red Ankh jewel. And with that, we are pretty much done with the guidance gate for now. Now, I will go ahead and finish what the first chunk of this is in this video. But first, I want to go back and save my game. And what you just saw, viewers, is the power of the Grail at work. The Grail gives you teleport locations for everything inside the ruins. To activate it, you open up the item window, and you push the corresponding number on the number row. This will only work if you have found the Grail point in that area, which is that little tombstone thing we saw with the crown-looking thing on it. The village is number 0, and the guidance gate will be number 1, and so on and so forth. Yes. Now, I want to get my health back up before I go in. Yeah, that should be good. Oh. Now, another secret. I have 55 shuriken. Yeah, it's not too shabby. Nothing in there. I can buy shuriken now. Nothing from you. Yeah, there's a secret on this screen that we need shuriken for. It's basically a shortcut. There you go. Now we can just walk right in. which is handy, but once we get the glyph reader, we won't even need to do that, because we can just warp. That's why I said the Grail is probably one of the most powerful items, because it really, I mean, just as a time and stress saver, it is wonderful. Now, let's see if I can remember. There we go. Where I need to go to put this Ankh crystal down. It is in the room where we had to solve the block puzzle with the 3 blocks. The room just to the right of here. Do not, by the way, head right on that very top platform. A wall will fill in behind you. There we go. Solving all of the puzzles, collecting the Ankh jewel, gives us this, with which we use the Ankh crystal to summon the Guardian of the Guidance Gate. And can you guess what it is? It's a 2-headed snake. Where have we seen that before? Amphisbaena, I believe, is this guy's name. There we go. Not too tricky. Not super easy. And that's it. So we have, for now, finished everything in the Guidance Gate that we can possibly finish. So, back to town we go. We will save the game. Now I'm going to grind up for some money and buy that glyph reader. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Carry on.
I'm playing a game.